welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about how you can clean your bike when you're living in a small apartment. If you're like me and you live in a small place and you don't have a garden, your choices are limited. You can either take your bike to the bike shop and they'll wash it for you, for a fee probably, or you can use baby wipes, or you can, I don't know, take it to a river or something like that, I don't know. But your choices are limited. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can do it when you're living in a small apartment with no garden or a hose and everything like that. So bear with me, watch the video, I think you'll like it. What do we need? Right, well, I think we need minimum a bike stand. We definitely need a bike stand. We most definitely need a bike to wash. And these are the other things that I think are necessary for us to clean our bike when we live in an apartment. We need a bucket, we need some sort of soapy suds, we need a brush or two, we need some rags, and this is my cleaning my bike kit. A chain keeper is so valuable, I think, for when you're cleaning your bike, transporting your bike or anything like that, a chain keeper. A towel, because things are going to get messy, so we definitely need a towel. And when we're done, we definitely need some sort of like lube and stuff like that. I know it's WD-40, you'll see the use for that, and some chain lube definitely. Alright, so let's get started. What I'm going to do first of all is remove all the stuff off my bike, the bottle cages, the Garmin, saddlebag, pump, everything like that. Right, that's those bits removed. Now, I'm going to take the wheels off. Take the wheels off, wash them first, and then I'll wash the frame. Okay, so I always give the chain a bit of a clean with a rag before I clean it. It just gets most of the oil and the dirt off of the chain, so it just helps a little bit later on. The next step I do is install the chain keeper. Alright, okay, so now we've taken the wheels off, now we're going to clean the wheels and then we're going to clean the frame. Alright, so it's a bit of a tight squeeze, but we can get it in. I start usually upside down first, but I take care not to get any water in the headset bearings or anywhere like that. So it just gives me a chance to rinse off the bike and then lightly wash all the mud and everything like that off it. So. Basically cleaning my chain and my sprockets and everything like that. Bit of a light rinse off. Yeah, flip the bike over, let everything drain out, give it a bit of a wash from the top and everything will be done. Alright, so that's it for this small session now. We've just cleaned the wheels, we've cleaned the frame. I'm going to leave the bike in here for a second, just let it drain off a little bit, and then set up the other room and put the towel down and get that ready for finishing. Okay, so now the bike is out of the shower, what I'm going to do is give it a wipe down, dry it off, and then put the wheels back on and lube the chain and everything like that, and yeah. Alright, okay, so the frame is dry, so now I'm going to dry the chain off, and when I've dried dried the chain off, I'm going to clean the cassette, and then I'm going to put everything back together and then lube all the working parts of the bike. This is another reason why I think a chain keeper is just a brilliant tool to keep in your toolbox for cleaning your bike. It can keep the chain on the bike, and you don't have to take the chain off when you're washing the bike. So now I'm going to lubricate the bike. So we all know that it's just a drop of chain lube on all the pivot points, which means like on all the rollers really. So we're going to put a drop of lubrication. I use this Morgan Blue extra dry lube. It's not that good, but it's all right. And yeah, so I find the chain link there that I can usually split the chain with, and yeah, I just add a drop on every roller. Okay, so now that's done, what I'm going to do is just cycle it through a few times. I always like to lubricate the pivot points on the derailleur and the front derailleur as well. It always gives me nice smooth shifting as well. I only use a really small little dropper bottle like this, and it's great for getting in all to the little pivot points. And I always wipe it down with a clean cloth because I don't want all the dirt from the road to stick to all the oil and the oil I've put back on the bike. A little bit of oil on the jockey wheels. Okay, so one thing I would like to say is everybody tells you to put one drop on each roller, but I always find that it's like a bit too much, and no matter how much you wipe or use a rag to wipe off the excess oil, you still got oil everywhere, and I don't know, I still haven't found a decent way to give the chain a good lubrication without using too much oil, if that makes any sense. I don't know if you guys are the same, but yeah. Alright, so we're nearly done. I wanted to just show you how I clean the cassette. Lubricate everything. So the other thing is just a little drop of a tiny little bit of grease on the threads of your skewers if you're using through axle. A little bit on the skewer on the shaft itself, and on there we know we've got some on the thread. Not a lot, just a little bit. Okay, so the last step is what do I do with this WD-40? So what I do is I spray a little bit on the pedals. I'll show you. And that, people, is how I clean my bike when I'm living in a small apartment. It's nice and clean, everything's cool, and yeah, it's in good nick and it's ready to ride again. So this is the end of my video about how to clean a bike when you're living in a small apartment with no outside garden or anything like that. I hope you liked it. I hope somebody's learned something from it. If you like my videos, great. If you like my channel, great, subscribe. And I think that's it. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.